Good morning, children. Welcome back to our class. Today, we are going to learn about a beautiful story that is Grandpa Farouk's Garden. That is Grandpa Farouk's Garden. Before we go to the text, let me give a short story. We see a little boy named Amir who loves fruits, leaves, flowers, trees. He loves a beautiful garden of Farouk. He used to visit his grandfather very often, and both used to spend time work together in the garden. One day, Amir found that Grandpa was very upset and he looked worried because some pests were eating the plants. Amir was feeling sorry, but he was a smart boy and practical minded boy. He found out the remedy for the problem. About his grandpa's suggestion, Amir brought two ladybirds, placed them inside of a big plastic box. Amir put small leaves and twigs at the bottom of a big plastic box. Then he gently placed the ladybirds inside of it. He kept some water, food for them in the box. The next day, Amir looked for the bugs around the football field. He found three ladybirds. He found how many ladybirds? Three ladybirds. 2 days later, he found four more at the park. He picked them up and ran home. With a smile on his face, he showed to Grandpa the box with the ladybirds. Grandpa couldn't believe it. "You have done well, my boy. You have done so well," Grandpa said with the tears in his eye. Amir and Grandpa opened the box in the garden and they put out the ladybirds. They had eaten all the pests there. From that day on, Grandpa Farouk's garden grew well. Students, did you understand the story? Okay. Understanding this story, now we shall start reading the lesson. Chapter 2, Grandpa Farouk's Garden. Chapter 2, Grandpa Farouk's Garden. Grandpa Farouk's garden was Amir's favorite place. Amir loved the fruits, the leaves, the flowers, the trees there. He also loved spending with Grandpa. They worked together in the garden every week. When they finished, they enjoyed the fresh fruits from the garden. One day, Grandpa was very quiet. He walked in the garden without saying a word. They plucked fresh fruits, but Grandpa didn't eat any. "What's wrong, Grandpa?" asked Amir. My garden is dying, Amir, replied Grandpa. Why do you think so? Asked Amir. Look closely, said Grandpa. Some pests are eating the plants. Amir, look at the leaves of the plant nearby. Half the leaves had been chewed off. Here, the new words are plucked, my garden is dying, closely, pest, chewed off. Plucked means picked fruit from where they were growing. My garden is dying means all the flowers and plants in the garden are dying. That means drying up and becoming smaller and weaker. Closely, carefully, with a lot of attention. Pests. Insects are animals that eat plants. Chewed off, bitten off. Bitten off part of leaves. Children, once again we will read the lesson Grandpa Farouk's Garden. Grandpa Farouk's garden was Amir's favorite place. Amir loved the fruits, the leaves, the flowers, and the trees there. He also loved spending time with Grandpa. They worked together in the garden every week. When they finished, they enjoyed the fresh fruits from the garden. One day, Grandpa was very quiet. He worked in the garden without saying a word. They plucked fresh fruits, but Grandpa didn't eat any. What's wrong, Grandpa? Asked Amir. My garden is dying, Amir replied Grandpa. Why do you think so? Asked Amir. Look closely, said Grandpa. Some pests are eating the plants. Amir, look at the leaves of the plant nearby. Half the leaves had been chewed off. That's all for today, children. We will continue the lesson in the next video. Okay, bye.